You were one of the biggest draws to Vlad in the early days, and there's been like big issues
Right.
happening with Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
Boosie, Aries, Jamar, nah, but not you having issues, but like, what did you think about that whole Boosie wanting more money, Aries wanting more money, paying for interviews? Because I mean, I do think this is a like much like it's an overcorrection, right? Because in the old days, people used to do interviews for free. Them joints would get like 1 million views, and nobody was getting paid except the platform. And now artists are or just regular commenters are like, nah, I need to get paid. What are your thoughts?
Well, as far as that whole Vlad, Bootsy, and
Aries.
Arie Spears and all of that, that was just a chain of pocket watching, and I think that the one that is to be blamed is my man Vlad. Because I know Vlad, right? And there's a certain part of him that I think his ego wanted to let people know how much he paid Tekashi 6ix9ine. Since he never probably paid that much for an interview prior to that, he kind of wanted it to be known how much he paid. And that was his downfall right there. Because now once Boosie heard that, Boosie's like, wait a minute. I'm on here way more than Tekashi. Tekashi's a snitch. I'm a real nigga. I should get paid more. You see what I'm saying? So now he's pocket watching. Now Boosie's pocket watching Tekashi, but he wouldn't have known to pocket watch him if Vlad wouldn't have said nothing. Okay? You could say that you paid people, but you ain't got to tell exactly how much you paid. You see what I'm saying? Once you start doing that, once people say, oh, this ain't no favored nation shit, like people's getting different pay scales and all of that type of shit, that's when the pocket watching starts coming. And there's different levels of pocket watching, even when people have bread. You know what I mean? So. Boosie's watching Tekashi. Then once Boosie stepped off, and then hang on, he said he got 25,000. Now Arie Spears hears that. Wait a minute, Boosie been getting 25, and I only been getting 4. But I do more than. But then people in the comments tell me, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it gets all crazy. And I think this whole shit could have been avoided if Vlad just didn't tell the numbers.
Yeah. Did you ever think like, man, I should have got paid? Did you ever pocket watch? A lot of people pocket watch.
Of course, back in the people's like, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, your shit get wild views. Like, yo, you should have got paid and this. Listen, at the time, you know what I mean? It was what it was. Like, you know what I mean? I did come at him in some of the earlier shits. Like, yo, you keep calling me back. Like, yo, what's up with some bread? And he's like, oh, I don't pay for interviews and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was the time when nobody was paying. And he was like, listen, and I'm going to keep it real. He was like, listen, if you don't want to do them no more, I understand. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is where you have to, like, weigh your shit. He's like, well, do I say fuck this and just make it all about money? Or is there value to what I'm doing? Is what I'm doing revolutionary? You see what I'm saying? Because who the fuck do you know coming on the internet that's really drop jewels, that really, like, give you some shit that you can use in your life in a positive way, as opposed to, teaching you how to stand on milk crates or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I felt like what I was doing was valuable. And also, visibility brings you to the bag. You know what I mean? Like, out of sight, out of mind type of shit.
It's funny because Adam 22 and Vlad did a sit down. And they were talking about, Adam was saying that Dame Dash one time wanted $500. This was back in the day to do like to get an Uber or you know, eat or something. And Adam was like, I don't do that. To him at the time, it's like $500 is a steal now. You get Dame for $500, you like going to
Happy like a
Applebee's.
exactly.
You like, because you're making at least 3,000 off them, or maybe more.
But see, not to cut you off, but see, as somebody who has fucked with the YouTube shit and understands kind of the metrics and all that type of shit, you know, it's not easy to make this money. And I've had people ask me for money and all that type of shit to come on my show and all this type of shit. And it's like, listen, you know, I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but you know,
the look.
You know, I mean, the most I've ever paid is. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say.
Okay,
but it hasn't been that much.
Lord Vlad. Like, oh yeah,
it hasn't been that much. But I've paid a couple times. You know what I mean?
It's worth it.
Yeah, depending on who it is, it could be worth it. But again, yes.